Hello everyone. So today's tangle, I'm kind of playing around with the same idea that I did a couple of days ago when I did the Zentangle that I titled Red String of Darkness. So I had it all in my head that I was going to have the ribbon that you see me drawing here. It was going to be red and gray with Sharpies, and then I was going to do everything else in watercolor. So I got to the point where I was ready to color everything in, and I couldn't find my paintbrush that I use for my watercolors, and I was really irritated and I didn't know what to do. So I was just going to wait until another day and buy a paintbrush so that I could finish it the way I wanted, or I had the option of using colored pencils, but I decided not to do that because I wanted it a little bit more bold than that. And I ended up using colored pastels, and I really don't like the end of this tangle. I just don't like the way it looks. I was having some major issues with my pastels. They weren't blending the way I wanted. I kept picking up other colors that I wasn't meaning to pick up, and it kind of turned into a muddy little bit of a mess, which you'll see at the end of this. But I should have trusted my instincts and just waited to get a paintbrush so that I could use my watercolors. But I didn't do that, and now I have a tangle that I'm unhappy with. So don't be surprised if within another week or so you see another tangle similar to this where I'm actually using watercolors. One of these times I'm actually going to get an end result that I'm happy with. And I think this tangle just kind of started my day off bad because the rest of my day wasn't much better. I decided to make beef stew for dinner because that's what my daughter's been craving for a while. And apparently I didn't add enough gravy to it, and it was a little bit dry, and I wasn't very happy with that. So basically, the end result of everything today is just not coming out the way I wanted it to. But I suppose things could be a lot worse. Let me know what you think of the end result of this tangle. And be honest. Tell me if you think I should have just waited and used my watercolors. You'll see that eventually, though. I have no doubt about it, because I'm determined to get this tangle the way I want it. I really like the idea of part of it being gray and part of it being colored and having the colored ribbon through it. I just can't get it the way I want it, and I'm determined. So eventually it'll be the way I like it. I told my daughter a couple of days ago that she could do a tangle for this channel, and she's very excited about that. Unfortunately, she's grounded right now, so it's going to be a couple of days before I allow her to sit down and have a little bit of fun with that. Right now she is doing the dishes. That's part of her chores anyways, but she has a little bit of extra dishes to do this time from cooking the beef stew that didn't turn out the way I wanted. I don't know what it is with kids. Allison is my only child, and she will be 11 in April, and I think it must have to do with something with this age, but they always feel like they can put one over on their mom, and she hasn't learned yet that that's just not going to work. I'm trying not to be too hard on her, though, because I know when I was around her age I used to pull the same stunts, so I can't really blame her. I know where she got it from. Anyways, I guess that's all for today. I hope you liked today's tangle. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you tomorrow.